I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire.
If it's work you're looking for,
I've been thinking of selling the
Hulda's the one to talk to.
Anyway, what do you need?
Depends. Thirsty, hungry, both.
Need anything else?
No more
Just let me know.
questions.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
What can I get you? Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. I think I've got some mugs need scrubbing.
If you need more food or drink, speak to Hulda.
You look worse than I feel. Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on. Argonian ale. I can almost taste it. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Yes, yes. Now, to find myself a drink. Good to see you. Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale. My thanks, friend. Here, take this here healing potion. I, found it in the temple. Good day.
Sure you could charge double for those and still sell them all within a week. Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the Bannered Mare from Hulda. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? About the same as everyone else? They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful. Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Reputation, mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is. Farewell.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat when he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh.
I'll find a more charitable soul.
If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. Maybe you're right. I guess I just didn't want anyone to think I couldn't handle one lass. On my honor, I won't bother Carlotta ever again. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a head mistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband. Some parting advice?
Make it quick, then. I don't want your stink, ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale. Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help. Take care of yourself.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
Fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
Never should have come here. That's all you got?
Someone do something! You're already dead. Just die! Come on, fight!
Do you feel all
I
right?
ain't asking for much.
Old friend, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well. Money, you laggard. What else? It always comes down to coin. The Greymanes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Difference is, we're rich. And Vignar hates it. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. What have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread. We've got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us.
No, don't do that.
Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor for 100 generations. For Clan Battleborn, they cry in the mead halls. First into the fray, and last to quit their ale. We've got honor, wealth, and titles too. Aye, and buxom women to warm your bed on a cold Skyrim night. Now, if that don't answer your question, then no words will. Battleborn is we've got honor. Now, if that don't answer your uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't still live in a cave like those ancestors they keep boasting about. It's true, Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest and, depending on who you ask, most respected clans. I don't dispute that, but it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition, I call ignorance. Foolish.
Bits and baubles for sale, all crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
Struggles, our suffering.
I can tell you're new around here asking a question like that. My husband Eorland tends the Skyforge up at Jorvaskr, the Companion's Mead Hall. Oh, there's no finer smith in the Nine Halls. You should ask him about his work. It's the only subject that'll get him talking. Well, that and maybe those stuck-up, dung-sniffing Battleborns. Head up the steps from the market and look to your right. Can't miss it.
Fruit and fresh vegetables for sale?
Nothing. And what of my son, What of Thorald? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side and you...
Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents. Put that down. You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the Restoration School, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. I think I can teach you a thing or two. As long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too. Come back anytime if you need a remedy. You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart content. Pardon me. Ah, so you're an alchemist then? Good day. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service. Interesting mixture. Keep experimenting. You'll improve with practice. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time. Yes, Braith bullies me all the time. All the elders think I'm a milk drinker because I can't fight. Nobody understands. If you can get Braith to leave me alone, I'll be your best friend. Forever. I'll pay you too. My whole life savings. 2 septims. Oh, good. She'll listen to you. I just know it. Well, I used to sneak out at night and try to tip over the big ox in the Greymane's yard. And me and Mila used to climb up on the roof of Dragon's Reach and look for birds' eggs. But I don't do that stuff anymore. Father keeps catching me and then I get in trouble. Bye.
Take it. Good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder. Yeah? Why? Okay, I'll leave him alone. I was just kidding around. Besides, if he'd only kiss me, I wouldn't have to beat him up all the time. We done?
Are you feeling sick?
My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. I can teach you a few things. No, I'm not. Looks like we've got something in common then. No, I'm a Red Guard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since. If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
Blade and shadow, silence and death.
Papa,
These are my
I wanna talk
arts.
to you.
For a modest fee, I'll make great art
There's
for
this
you.
boy and-
I am an artisan,
Braith,
painting
why
in
don't you talk to
strokes
your
of
mother
blood
about this,
red
okay?
upon the canvas
There's
of
a good
life.
girl.
But yes, I will take coin to fight at your side. After all, where is the value in creating art if there is nobody left alive to see it? If you change your mind, seek me out here.
If it's armored, welcome to War Maidens. Now don't let the name worry you. We got plenty of steel for fighting men. That'll be the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. He's an honorable enough man. Never done wrong by me or my kin. Things are tough for him now, I'd wager, what with the fighting and the dragons. But Balgruf's a tough old Nord. He can handle it. Adrienne, at her forge, just outside. Place is named after her. War Maidens. It's a childhood nickname given by her father. What I hear, she was playing with swords even back then. Anyway, our wares are strong and the price is fair. What else matters? Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Good doing business. It's with you. We've got small weapons as well. The finest weapons and armor. Until next time.
If you need potions, you should try... Stay. Storm Club. Cause trouble in Whiterun, and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach dungeon myself. What is it? What are you doing that for? Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stock.
Huh?
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans,
Need something?
I'm going to buy
Do you
the
hunt?
bannered mare from
The
Hulda.
plains outside Whiterun are right.
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies? Yes, I hear that question often. My brother Honorius and I came up with it one night after consuming rather too much mead. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and in his drunken state, my brother mistook me for a deer. He shot an arrow that pierced my, well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop. Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered. You should check in at Dragon's Reach too. Bows and arrows for the mighty huntsman. Thank you very much for your business.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside.
They say there's nothing a Nord woman can't do if she puts her mind to it.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome indeed.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful as well.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second. Isn't it obvious? By the wonderful weather and hospitable people, of course. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and petty political power struggles. But without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen wasteland is the volley of inane questions leveled at me on a regular basis. Interesting, to say the least. What with all that's been going on the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, elevated prices. All that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every septim. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Do come back.
I work for Bellathor at the general goods store. Don't mean to be...
Everything's for sale, my friend. What do you think you're doing? Ah!
I'm the big one.
Finish this! That really did it.
should be good.
You're as good as dead.
Fools are actually fighting!
Please do, look around.
Hello, friend. Farewell.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day. Can I help you? All I can think about is my son, my Thorold. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those battle-born, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story. Welcome to... If only you could... Thorold's disappearance has been hard on all of us, but Alva and has taken...
Mother, what's the meaning of
You
this?
take care of yourself now. Avrstein, put that down. He's here to help us find Thorold.
How do we know he's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here.
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother. So, you're here to help?
Yorlin, dearest,
My brother Thorold. He was fighting for the Stormcloaks and went missing. Everyone assumes he's dead.
with a nice...
But he's not. I just know it. The Imperials captured him, and they're holding him someplace. The Battleborns know where. I'd go and search their house for proof, but they want me to. I'd be captured, and then we'll never know what happened to him. So I need someone to find that proof for me. Anything that confirms that Thorold isn't dead, but is being held captive. I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard. The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorold didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorold supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm sure of it. Best if you didn't mention to anyone that you saw me here.
If only you could help bring my son back. It's hardly a secret that they have ties to the Empire and hate anyone who speaks out against it. Thorold did worse. He took action against the Empire, and the Battleborns knew it. He's my son. I feel it in my heart. Oh, you'd understand if you had children. You take care of yourself now.
My poor Frally, I think Thoron's still alive, but I know better. I don't think so. Why? Who says I have to be? Skyforge steel is my art and honor. The companions need the best, so they come to me.
Do you have news? Did you find something?
Need something?
Welcome, child. Somewhat, yes. At first it seemed a distant thing, heard only in the idle speech of guards and traders. When the wounded soldiers began to return from battle, I did what I could to help them. As more of the sick and injured came to the temple, my work as a healer became more important than my duties as a priestess. I wish only an end to the fighting, so that I can tend to the temple once more. Indeed. The temple here in the city is my charge. The goddess's divine blessings have no doubt helped make Whiterun a thriving and prosperous city. After all, it is she who brings rain to our crops and fair weather on the harvest days. The Gilder Green, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me, but not many of them around anymore. A big dead tree isn't very inspiring if you're coming to worship the divine of wind and rains. Kynareth gives life, and we need a living tree to be her symbol. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Elder Gleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. If you want to help, you'll need something to cut into it first. You'll have to deal with the Hag Ravens. I've heard about a weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kynareth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
I bet you could slay one of those mean old dragons. I bet you
So,
could
what
do
book should I
anything.
read to you tonight?
How about the lusty Argonian maid?
Mother?
You've got no sense of humor. You know that? Why don't you pick up where you left off with the real Baranjaya? There's a root here in Skyrim. Can't neither magic nor the
This
passing
war's
of
as
time.
stupid as our feud with Clan Greymail. Honest pay for honest work. Be careful and stay safe.
Old friend, patron of the great... What's there to say? Go against the Empire, you wind up dead. Thorald got what was coming to him. Best not to ask too many questions about it. People might get the wrong idea about you. You watch yourself out there.
Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun? A pity. And words I hear too often, but there's no shame in it. One of them dragons comes calling in Whiterun, the place will go up like tinder. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Oh, come on, leave it alone. He's gone. There's no use in talking about it anymore. I wish everyone could just get past that and get on with their lives. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorvaskr. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda? She'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper. Watch what you're doing.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death? I see. Well, perhaps you'll take pity on a humble priest who has lost something precious. My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. The blessing of Arcade be upon you. I spend so much time with this Oh, thank Arcade! Please, take this gold for your troubles. Ah, good to see you.